we're getting close to the end of October with one more Halloween review I have planned for the day of Halloween comes, but I'm still going to upload my schedule of what I have for November 2019. And if you really thought that I got absolutely lesser than what I did in September and in October, then I can guarantee you that this month will probably keep you guys occupied until, well, somewhere during the spring of 2020. Yeah, it's going to take a long time before I do a schedule like this again. And as far as I'm concerned, it's only going to give me time in order to do this kind of schedule again. But anyway, let's go talk about the videos that are going to be uploaded in November, and there's going to be a lot of them. The first one is how I make my YouTube videos includes readings, fanfic readings, and reactions. I know I didn't reach to 1,500 subscribers, but at this point, I still want to make this video because I was planning to do something like this to show people on how I make my YouTube videos, since I'm still using my iPad to this very day. It's going to be a longer video, so I really think that you might find interest of what I did involving making videos. Granted, most of the apps that I had completely aren't available in the App Store, but I'm still having other ways to upload my videos, so keep this in mind. Everything is going to be alright. Just don't expect me to be done with videos anytime soon. I'm still going to continue on, even though that I'm getting close to the point that I can't be able to use some of the apps anymore. Anyway, let's get into fanfic readings. Princess Twilight's Life Vacation chapters 16 through 20. These are going to be the final chapters, and I'm going to upload all 5 of these chapter stories in 1 week, from Monday through Friday, which is probably going to be in the middle of November. Some of these videos, mainly the last 2 and the first one, are going to be shorter. I know I mostly rushed on the story, but I really got nothing else planned when it comes to continuing on the story. I just think that for what I have for Princess Twilight's Life Vacation is basically what I got. And I think that uploading the rest of what I have for 1 week is probably a good idea in order to give you guys some kind of application after a long time, after the gaps between me releasing these videos. So yeah, Princess Twilight's Life Vacation is coming to an end, just like Teacher Mothers of the Week that just ended this month. And I really hope you're looking forward to it, because one of the chapters that the chapter cover is going to have some kind of screening in the how I make my YouTube videos video. You might be able to look forward at one of the chapters that I have planned, because believe me, it's going to be a very entertaining. One of these chapters are going to be very entertaining. Next is Princess Nighttime Reward Simulator. Remember the story that I read, the Main 6 Cuddle Simulator, that I did a fanfic reading earlier this year, which is from one of the best fanfic writers on FIM Fiction? Well, I took inspiration from him and decided to do a Princess Twilight Reward Simulator of you being a knight, which is you're self-inserted into the story, but you're a pony, and you're a knight who completely saved baby Hippogriff. And since that you completely missed the night ceremony, you get the chance to either sleep with 5 of the 6 princesses' rooms, which is going to be Twilight, Princess Celestia, and Luna, Princess Cadance, Princess Skystar, and Queen Novo. Yeah. The story is going to be 40 minutes long, so keep this in mind. You're probably going to be able to look forward to what the story has to offer when it comes to the story and how it's going. Granted, it's a choice thing that you need to pick, but since that this is a video, you will rather watch the whole video instead of just watching bits and pieces of it. I will say this though, this is going to be one of the first videos that is going to have a background effect, although the quality will be a lot more questionable. So all I can say is You might be able to enjoy of what I made in this video, but you're probably not going to like the quality because my iPad uploading to videos just isn't the best. And I can guarantee you it's going to be a really difficult time for people to get used to this direction I'm going to. The other video a part of Fanfic Greens is Twilight's Backstage Pass. After Princess Twilight's Lag Vacation is over, there's going to be a sequel. And I only did chapters 1 and 2 by the time I did this recording. And considering I'm going to be doing My Little Pony Month in 2020, it's going to be difficult for me to actually get back to the story. As far as I'm concerned, Twilight's Backstage Pass is going to be on hiatus during these times, since that I want MLP Marathon to have some kind of continuous run since when 2020 comes around. I know it's not going to be a good thing for people to actually wait for a new story to take its time, but I'm just going to say this right now. Twilight's Backstage Pass is going to be just like Princess Twilight's Lag Vacation, except that they're going to be going to the Star Store Festival and not on the Lag. And besides, with the multiple characters that appear in that special, I might use ideas for what I can do in the story involving Princess Twilight and her counterpart. Granted, it's kind of, pretty much something that is just taking ideas from the story that I just told you about, but I can guarantee you that you might find some enjoyment. Even though the story's gonna be on hiatus, there might be unpredictable paragraphs that you might listen to every time I read them. Well, despite the fact that some of my words that I say is hard to listen to, but you might understand and you might get some use into Twilight's Backstage Pass once I completely upload that video at the end of November. Yes, it's gonna be one of the last videos of November, so keep this in mind. You still have Princess Twilight's Lag Vacation's 5 chapters, so I think delaying it will probably be a good idea. Okay, now time for L analysis. Why MLP Generation 4 will never get a 10th season. This is going to be in the second week of November, along with the next video, which I'll get to eventually. And I really think of what I have for the knowledge that Generation 4 would never get a 10th season, since I made a preview video about it earlier this month. I think you might be able to see why Generation 4 doesn't need a 10th season in animation, that is. The video is going to be 50 minutes long, so you're probably going to get yourself prepared for it and everything I need to say about the topic of Generation 4. Granted, it's a one-shot thing that I always do, but keep this in mind, I don't want to make a really difficult video involving the ideals of just me just showing footage of it, and also might be feel to get copyright on it. Besides, doing with images, with backgrounds, with music backgrounds will easily work. The next video is My Little Pony Generation 5 character predictions Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie as a Pegasus. This is going to be the last Generation 5 video for a while at least. And I can promise you that when My Little Pony Marathon number 2 is over, I'm going to try to do as many Generation 5 content as possible. Since that 2020 is going to be a year where there's not going to be a lot of Generation 5, Generation 4 content, well, from My Little Pony that is, I think that me making multiple videos about Generation 5 will probably be a good forward step when it comes to my ideas of having the Generation 5 of what Hasbro has in 2021. And besides, I think that making a video of having Pinkie Pie as a Pegasus is probably a good idea. I know I haven't did Rarity and Applejack, but at the same time, I have so many new ideas that can easily have a video of its own. Not to mention that it will probably be a good idea to continue on my Generation 5 videos in some other way. Now, the next videos is going to be 7 YouTube tributes. With this going to be the final month involving me doing these types of videos for a while, I'm going to do everything I can to give you the YouTube tributes of what I have for the YouTubers I've been watching over these last several years. Next is Wrestling with Regret, Shafrafi's Productions. I might spell his name wrong. Electric Dragon 505, Kane Spotter X37, The Completionist, Hoffa Games, and We Are Pro Wrestling. Yeah, there's going to be 7 YouTube tributes. And I'm going to do everything I can to save these videos for a spot on my November schedule. So yeah, there's going to be a lot going on. Granted, I did some cancellations involving the Star Wars video involving the Phantom Menace versus why the Phantom Menace is better than The Last Jedi. But after watching several videos on how a lot has changed over these past 2 years, I really had to cancel those projects. I'm really sorry, but I really don't want to put through a lot of stress into doing so many videos in 1 month. In fact, these amount of videos is just good enough for you guys to handle. And I think it's probably a good way to have this month being dedicated to so many different subjects instead of just completely saving these videos for a later time. This is kind of like my August schedule, even though there's not a lot of videos to upload like what I did in August. But this is the best I can do. I will say this though, after I release my December 2019 schedule, keep mixing that up, I'm going to have a new intro and outro, my 5th one. And I really think you might be able to look forward to it, but I'm going to completely talk about what's wrong with it, and the fact that even if it's good for watching it for the first time, you might be a bit disappointed. But then again, it's something that we still need to expect the unexpected when it comes to that video being uploaded. But anyway, that's really all I have. There might be some changes I may be able to do in this month, but who knows. I'm Lonely Fanboy for here, and I'll see you in November. Our last stop is to upload one more review on Halloween.